Alright, hello everyone. I want to talk about music fandom here, because I'm on Twitter, right? I follow a lot of rock music fan accounts, but there are certain people on there who don't really listen to a lot of bands. Like, they act as if the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Pink Floyd, and Led Zeppelin are the only bands that exist, and they don't want to listen to other bands. I mean, if you really are a fan of music, rock music in general, then you should explore other bands and not just limit yourself to just three or four. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the Beatles. I love the Stones. I love Zeppelin, Pink Floyd. I love those bands, and yeah, they are amongst my favourites. But they're not the only bands I listen to. I listen to other artists. I listen to Queen, Jimi Hendrix, The Doors, The Who, Black Sabbath, Metallica, Creedence Clearwater Revival, The Monkees, David Bowie. Loads of artists. ELO, Aerosmith, Guns N' Roses, AC/DC, the lot, and loads more. So if you love these four bands, if they're your favourites and they make you happy, then continue to listen to them by all means. But don't be afraid to listen to other stuff as well. That's what music's all about. It's about discovering new stuff all the time. And there's a lot of lesser known rock bands. There's a band from the late 60s and early 70s called Nas, which featured Todd Rundgren. This was the band that he was in before his solo career, and they're not a very well known band. I mean, they had a couple of minor hits, but they're very rarely talked about these days. They only had three albums, but they are excellent. I love them. They're psychedelic, sort of psychedelic garage rock. Excellent. Unfortunately though, their music's really hard to find on CD. It's really, really expensive, and I hope they reissue their albums, release remastered editions, which I think they've done, but I think they're out of print now. But such a great band. I mean, don't be afraid to listen to a variety of music. I don't limit myself to just a few artists. My CD collection consists of, I don't know how many artists, but there's loads. I've got loads of artists that I listen to, so cause that's what I like to do. I like to discover more music all the time, and not just limit what I listen to. So if you listen to just a few bands, if you claim to be a music fan and yet you only listen to a few bands, then I recommend just try exploring even further. You won't regret it, I promise. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed that video, and yeah, I'll see you again soon. I'm actually doing another review series. Last year I reviewed all the Beatles albums, and I haven't really done any more album reviews since then, but yeah, I've decided the next band I'm going to be reviewing is Led Zeppelin, so I'm going to be giving individual reviews on their albums. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that, and I hope you look forward to that as well. So I'll see you then.